and what I've been given. I have the 0 of x equals 5, and then I have 4 plus square root of 3 of 4 minus square root of 3. They are conjugates of each other, which is nice, but they are not binomials anymore. Because I have, when I rewrite these factors, they're both trinomials. So this is going to be x minus 5. This is going to be x minus 4 minus square root of 3. This one's going to be x minus 4 plus the square root of 3. Now I would still start here, because even though they are not conjugates of each other exactly, they kind of are a little bit, and some things will cancel. So I'm still going to start with these two trinomials. But I can't just FOIL, I have to actually distribute x into all three pieces. Now, when you multiply x times the square root of 3, it's just x times the square root of 3. Now, you can decide where you put it, but correctly, notation-wise, the x should go in front. So it would be x square root 3. And the reason for that is if I multiply x into square root of 3 and I put the x back here, eventually, my sloppy handwriting and me getting in a hurry, my x is going to end up underneath the radical, and it's not. So I always write them in front. You're not wrong if you write them next to it, but really it's better if you write them in front. So you're going to end up with a pretty long thing that will simplify down a little bit before you multiply in the x minus 5. Now I'm going to keep going to the next one, so y'all can go back and do that one. I want you to look at number 19. I have zeros of 1, 3i, and negative 3i. Now this goes to what we were talking about just a minute ago. If you have one imaginary answer, you have two. They couldn't just give me, sometimes they will, they'll just say, and 3i. But you should know, if 3i is an answer, so is negative 3i. They have to, they always come in pairs. But if I'm doing this one, I would multiply these two, because they're the conjugates of each other first. Do not let the I bother you. What does the I mean?
Imaginary.
Imaginary. So 3 imaginary times 3 imaginary is 9 imaginary squared. That's it. It's just, you treat it almost just like a variable. Now it's not a variable. I is not a variable. But it behaves like one when you're doing calculating. Now, this is an important thing to remember, where I comes from. See, I squared equals negative 1. So if you remember that, when you do your calculating, if an I squared pops up somewhere, I can replace it with negative 1 and get out of the realms of fairy dust and unicorns and into the world of real numbers again. Only if I squared shows up, though. If it's I is just I, and nothing you can do about it. But I squared, you can change to negative 1. So make sure you do that on 19 and 20. You've got those I's. And look, if you do 19 and 20 and you don't have a lot of stuff cancel, then you probably need to go back and check everything again, because lots of stuff should cancel. Yes, sir? Yeah, y'all good. All right, so you should be good on the rest of it. All of it's stuff you know how to do. So go, and if you have questions, stop and